So did you know that candidates have income tax disclosure requirements in the state of California? California's elections code includes income tax disclosure requirements. Section 8900 contains a number of legislative findings and declarations that the state of California has a strong interest in ensuring that its voters make informed, educated choices in the voting booth. And to this end, the state has mandated that extensive amounts of information be provided to the voters in the state, including the voter information guides. The legislature also found and declared that the income tax returns of candidates for governor provide voters with essential information regarding the candidate's potential conflicts of interest, their business dealings, financial status, maybe even the charitable donations they make, and that the information on the income tax returns helps voters make a more informed decision. So Section 8901 of the Elections Code defines what is an income tax return. And Section 8902 says that the name of a candidate for governor cannot be printed on a direct primary election ballot unless the candidate, at least 88 days before the primary election, files with the Secretary of State copies of every income tax return that the candidate filed with the IRS in the 5 most recent taxable years. Section 8903 requires a candidate to submit to the Secretary of State 2 copies of each tax return that's required to be filed, and 1 copy is without redactions, and the second copy of each tax return is redacted, such as social security numbers, their home address, any medical information, the names of dependents, and some other specified information. And then the Secretary of State within 5 days is actually required to make the redacted copies of the tax returns available to the public on the Secretary of State's webpage. And then after the voting has occurred, the Secretary of State is required to remove those public versions of the candidate's tax returns.